It makes the thumbnail.
The thumbnail.
Oh, the thumbnail for that. So that's what goes on the
Yep.
actual website.
Yes, sir. I think we're going. Is it ticking, Andy? Can you tell?
It looks like it.
All right, we're
Top
live.
left corner. Yeah, live.
We are live. Project Ion Podcast,
Iowa.
episode 5. Special guest of the evening, Eric Shemp Hansen.
Oh boy, don't bring that name back.
It never went anywhere.
It died.
Okay, I got it. Where did the nickname come from?
All right, so back freshman year, everyone.
So we would have been 8th graders. Right?
Yeah, you guys.
You were one ahead of us.
I was one ahead of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So freshman year, in science class, and it was just called 9th grade science class.
Yeah.
Very general name. This kid named Alex Mormon
It was Mormon.
climbs up on the
kidding.
table. We were talking beforehand. He's like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "I'm Eric." He's like, "That's a dumb name. You look like Shemp from the Three Stooges." Stands up on his chair. Goes, "Hey everybody, this kid's name is Shemp." And it stuck. It stuck.
Stuck hard.
And it stuck hard. Mm-hmm. It wasn't even like a football thing.
So it was Mormon. It was Mormon all along.
It was Alex Mormon.
Wow.
That's interesting. I'm gonna send him the link to this tonight.
Yeah.
To let him
Oh,
make him watch
totally.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen Alex forever.
Yeah.
He lives in St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Wow.
Yeah, he moved to St.
There's
Louis
a
with
town.
his now wife. They got married last weekend.
Oh,
Actually.
you don't say.
Yeah.
Huh.
Congrats.
Yeah, congrats. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool if he
and I think
listens to this.
He's like a foreman at landscaping. I think they do like big landscaping projects
Okay.
and stuff down there.
Okay.
St. Louis.
So you
Man.
kind of kept in touch with him. Yeah, God.
Yeah,
It's been years since I've seen Alex.
we go down there. Well, when I lived in Iowa City, Chris Noss and I'd go down semi frequently to St. Louis and check it out. It's he lives in a neat little suburb called Florissant. It's on like the north. It's like just north of Ferguson, where all the political stuff went down and
Okay.
the riots and all
Yeah.
that crap
Shoot.
a few years ago. Yeah, and but there are some neat parts of that city. There's some cool breweries around town and fun stuff to see. So we usually have a good time when we go down and visit Alex.
pretty good.
We recently went to Tennessee, passed through it twice. So
What'd you do down in Tennessee?
Tennessee, we saw Serena's family,
Okay.
and you remember Michelle Lynch?
Yes.
She used to work at the bank in Hardee's.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know Serena too.
Yeah, you know Serena.
I was her swim team coach,
Were you?
just like everyone in Esterville. Yeah, so I'm connected to everybody.
Everyone knows everyone in this town.
Andy especially knows everybody. He is a popular guy.
I
and,
know everyone.
and everyone's children.
Yeah.
But yeah, grocery stores and
Grocery
swimming
store,
pools,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
It's true.
Movie
that's
theaters,
right.
Jim. You were always hiding up in the Jector.
Exactly. Yeah,
Jector
it was
booth.
the right spot for a troglodyte like myself. kind
There's
of
a word.
lurk around and be creepy.
Yeah.
I don't
So-
think you were creepy, Jim.
Well, thank you. I think back. Do you guys remember the theater when we had the stages in the auditoriums? So this is going way back.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they're not.
Yep.
That's no stage up there now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're-
that's-
I didn't even notice that when I went to see the Bohemian Rhapsody the
Right.
other day. I didn't even notice.
yeah,
Yeah.
you could climb up there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember the stages.
Those were the good old days. So
Oh, okay.
the screens were probably a couple feet smaller around the edge when
Sure.
we had the stages in place. And they ripped them out. Gosh, that's been at least a decade, maybe more. But when I first started projecting, we had the stages, right? Mm-hmm. And simultaneous with the stage ripping out,
Is that where the sound came from, too?
yeah, so the screens in the movie theater are actually like perforated. They're little tiny holes if you go up and look closely at it. And there'll be a set of speakers behind
Ah,
the screen itself. So that's where you get the sound
Coming
the
at
front.
you.
Yeah. The
from
center.
from the
yeah.
front, generally speaking. And then a good theater will have a surround sound.
Which they've done better now.
Yep. It's gotten. I think Esterville's theater is pretty decent,
It's not bad.
especially considering how the prices are.
Yeah, you
I
can't
mean,
Like Industrial Theater.
concessions are always bad no matter where you go, but
You can't
I mean,
beat $4.
no, $4.
$4 for an adult.
Yeah.
it's unheard of.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, you hear about that everywhere. We're like, well, your prices are super cheap
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
and
from any out of towner. They're like, holy cow.
3 screens, but oh
Good-
well.
Well, with all the new like all digital projectors and stuff, I mean, you're gonna get good picture out of those things.
No, definitely.
And even out at the drive-in, have you guys been out there at all?
I have.
Just once or twice.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
I almost try to go every week just because I like to support it because I like having that option out there. Mm-hmm. And I love being able to control my own sound, like in my car.
That's true.
We're having,
Yeah, have nice
whatever system.
seats and
Yeah. How do you do that generally? Do you just use your car radio then? Or, okay.
I use my car radio, and I'll turn my car on usually about halfway through the movie,
Yeah.
just to let my alternator catch up and make sure my battery doesn't die.
Yep.
They have a bunch of jump packs.
They do. It's a thing.
I've used them, but and then in between movies, of course, because it's always a double feature out there for $8.
Yeah. That's hard to beat.
And dude will let you bring in all your own food and drink if you pay him $5 as like to get a food and drink pass. So then you can just like, load up the car,
Like
have coolers and
beer.
yeah, I'm not supposed to, but
Yeah, true.
it definitely happens.
Yeah, I would think that'd be pretty hard to regulate.
Yeah.
It can get cold out there too. Mm-hmm. If you do the whole truck bed blanket thing.
Sure. Absolutely.
It got cold one night.
So Eric, I want to compliment you, man. You're looking really good.
Thank
You
you.
look like you have lost some weight. Have you been exercising or what's?
Eating healthy and like, I think I put on 10,000 steps per day.
Attaboy.
like
or take.
like on an average?
On
You're
an
doing that-
average.
Wow.
10 miles. Yep. I'm looking at my phone. 10 miles. Depends on if I work. 10 miles per day about
Okay.
walking.
So it's something you're keeping track of?
Well, yeah. The phone is in the pocket and it keeps
Yep.
the steps. I don't know how accurate that can be, but I mean, it seems to be fairly accurate looking at it from day to day.
Right.
How the feet feel, how my body feels, how tired I am,
Mm-hmm.
So it must be working, and try to eat. Well, we all have our bad days.
Oh, of course.
know.
Most of my days are bad days.
But I
2 carbs servings today. Had a bread and a pasta
Oh well.
because it's delicious.
yeah.
Isn't that the worst though? Getting old and then it's like, I mean, I used to be able to just eat nothing but Doritos and Dr. Pepper, and I felt like $1,000,000.
Yeah. Remember
Now it's
the nug
like-
days?
Yeah, the nugs.
Sort of 50 nugs, eat them all. We did that a couple times.
Yeah. That's a great idea. Go and just shut down a buffet.
Oh yeah.
Just like
You guys remember the old Chinese buffet? That's where 1 and 1 is now.
Yeah.
The one that used to be in there.
yeah.
That was
Yep.
okay.
that was a good buffet.
Oh my god. We'd go in there and
Eat everything.
they'd just start shaking their heads like, "Oh no, not these guys."
Not these gringos. Whatever. I don't know what
What the like Vietnamese or Laotian pejorative is for a gringo.
for a gringo. Yeah. There's something.
Write it in the comments below.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Comment, people.
Who's got that?
Yeah, so I lost a lot of weight. Probably 60 pounds.
Good on you, man.
So-
That's sweet.
I have more to go.
That's pretty rad. You still riding around that tricycle thin?
Fortunately, it's kind of cold.
Yeah, I
A little cold
suppose.
now.
It's kind of cold.
Have you seen him on that thin? Yeah, it's cool. So
It's called a trike with two
trike,
Ks.
yeah, and you kind of like, is it sort of
It's
like skiing,
It's
sort
like
of, or
skiing / rollerblading
Okay.
on a scooter. It's 3 wheels.
Okay. And like 2 platforms for feet?
Yeah, you
or-
put your feet on the 2 platforms.
Okay.
And then you crank the I'm forgetting the name.
Handlebars.
The handlebars back and forth, and kind of lean, and you gain friction.
Oh,
it's pretty cool.
that's kind of rad.
I tried it one time. I wasn't very good at it, but
Yeah.
I think I was able to make it go a little bit. But it's one of those things that kind of need to spend like 15, 20
Yeah,
minutes figuring it out. And
I went all the way down to Missouri to get it.
really,
My aunt lives in Kansas City, so I went to see her, and on the way, there's this little town called North something.
Okay.
Beautiful, awesome little college town. Awesome college town. If I was in Kansas City, I would go up to this place, and I went to a Taekwondo bar, and the guy, the seller was a Taekwondo instructor, and he let me ride around on his and check him out, view him, and he says he has a whole crew that ride trike together. So 4 or 5 of them riding trikes together.
Trek gang.
Trike gang.
Nice.
And he goes, you'll get
Strike
to know,
gang.
you'll get to know what streets are the best, what streets are the smoothest. And I've gotten to know what streets in Estill suck. There are some sucky streets in this town.
Are you prepared to lay them down? What streets are the ones that suck?
The road they fixed it now, but the road from Godfathers to the college, that one's shit.
Yeah, that was a bad road.
That's a sucky road. The road they did by the high school now is awesome.
You hear that?
Very smooth.
Grims boys. Mm-hmm. To your places of education.
Yeah.
At least you guys fixed it.
They're fixing it now. So,
all right.
Oh, what else? 6th Street is really nice up until you get downtown 6th Street's very nice. New road.
What's it like? So is it pretty tough going up a hill with that thing?
It's tough going up a hill.
Yeah, I would figure.
I could see that. It seems like something you'd have to really have good rhythm too.
You throw your body weight.
Kind of get into that good pendulum type.
Mm-hmm. The best place to ride is over at Thorson Park. They got the trails over there. Let's talk about that trails, by the way. The one that was underwater.
All summer.
Yeah.
All summer long.
Think we could do something to fix that?
I played 3 to 4 holes of frisbee golf all summer.
Oh yeah,
That's
you
it.
like playing frisbee golf.
I
don't you?
love froth.
Yeah,
I absolutely love froth. It's my little moment of zen time.
and that thing
cool.
is it off the Joe Hoy Park.
Have you never played, Jim?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Have you never played?
I have, but I'm just awful
So
at it.
top of Joe Hoy Hill where you sled,
Yep.
just off to the north there, behind where Plannings live,
Mm-hmm.
is where it starts, and then it goes all the way back to the other side of that Joe Hoy where there's that other entrance.
Yep.
And then down by the river and back up. So it's a really nice little 9-hole. One of the Olsen boys.
Yelp gave it a beginner's hole, a practice course,
Yep.
whatever. Which is
It's,
fine.
Yeah, it's easy. It's not super challenging, but it's for a small town. It's really nice.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of the
And
college kids
Dan
go out
Olsen
there.
made it?
Yes.
Dan Olsen
I think
built
it was Dan.
Or
Yep.
put in for his
For his Eagle Scout
yeah.
project.
Okay.
Those Olsen boys.
Yeah, they're an industrious bunch, aren't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was underwater all summer.
All summer long.
And
even when it wasn't, it was so muddy that
it was
impossible to do
muddy
anything.
and the grass was gone. You think they do something about the river, like build up the bank, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Like why pay all this good money to cement a sidewalk and then not even just let it go?
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing.
And people used it last 2 years.
A lot. Yeah.
A lot.
When I'd come back and visit my parents, that place was hopping.
Yeah, I took a few strolls down that thing.
Folks strolling and
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
walking the doggos.
The right kind of evening or something like that. It's
Yeah, go all the way up one way and
Yep.
all the way down the other. I mean, it was a mile. No, I don't know, maybe a mile.
Yeah, probably about.
Yeah, I
Both.
bet if you did if
A
you
round trip both.
if you jumped off at the bridge and went up and back maybe once or twice, you'd probably get a mile in there easy.
Yeah.
You bet.
But anywho, the trail by Thorson is very good.
Okay.
There's only one hill, and it's kind of downhillish and uphillish. So, I somehow always would go out during when the kids were playing baseball or softball,
Okay.
and so I get all these looks, all the looks.
Who's this guy? Why is he wiggling?
What's a weirdo doing? How does it work? So I'd show them. They'd try it out. I'm like, you want to sign a waiver?
Yeah.
Sign a waiver before you get it on.
Yeah, Jim, what's the liability there?
if Eric lets somebody
Eric
use
lets
his,
somebody use his
Yeah.
suit
Yeah.
and someone busts their
I would
noggin.
say not recommended. I don't know. I mean,
Use at your own risk.
Yeah, think about the waivers sometimes if it's some sort of an unconscionable thing that won't hold up anyways. But that's really a question for a litigator. Not really my
Not
cup of
Jim's
tea.
not
Yeah.
Jim's forte.
Yeah. Civil litigation it's rapidly evolving all the time. So whatever you do depends on the latest
Well, it's
case law
case
or
law, right?
jury
For-
instructions or whatever. And there's 1,000 moving parts all the
Right.
time. And, it's an area of law where if you really only get top-notch service when you've got
top-notch dollars.
huge damages. Yep. And if it's a thing where it's not worth the lawyer's time to push for it, it's and it's too bad. We need more people that are willing to take kind of nickel and dime things. And
So are the
but-
days of slipping in the supermarket over?
I don't know. I don't know if those days will ever be totally over, but
What about-
hopefully. I mean,
Or
yeah.
tripping.
Yeah.
Have you had anybody biff it at Fairway before?
I don't think I should. Yeah, there's people that biffed it,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I heard that, yeah, we're being harassed by someone,
Oh yeah.
but
Yeah.
That's all right.
Down at Industrial Drug, we take no chances. Like we had a little bit of snow and ice there the other day.
Mm-hmm.
We put out like 25 pounds of ice melt. Like we salt that baby up. But we have a
Yep.
lot of old folks, coming in too.
Yep.
That
Oh, absolutely.
that
Well, when it's a storefront or something, you're inviting people in
Right.
to do business, so you carry a high duty of care to make sure that the premises are safe
Safe
and
and-
reasonably decent. But I mean, you spend all your take a torts class in law school sometime, and you'll read all about all the goofy nuances with that kind of stuff.
Oh,
and
sure. Oh yeah.
It can be kind of boring, and sometimes it's interesting, but I don't know. It was never an area of law that really got me too excited. I was a lot happier looking at contracts and that kind of thing than
So what
thinking
you're
about
doing-
how to sue people.
So what you're doing?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, really, that was my intent to start with. Was
Right.
I thought, okay, I've got a decent real estate background coming
Mhm.
into this anyways, and I'm like, well, okay, if I can
You-
pick up some like estate planning, that's an area of law that I really like, and it's something that's useful for a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
Everybody needs a will, even if it's something simple. You think about you build up your assets over your life, and you probably ought to plan for if you need like long-term care facility, how you handle some of that kind of stuff that comes at the end of your life. So, and for the average Joe, that's to have legal services available like for that it's something that was
just made
that I
my
wanted to
brother
do. Yep.
just made my brother a beneficiary if I die.
Is this life insurance?
Yeah, the life
Yeah,
insurance.
yep.
Yep.
You bet.
So
That's a good idea.
Absolutely.
Well, and then yeah, you that's why you talk to a probate estate lawyer
yep.
to help you make some of those decisions if need be. So
Jimmy Rosendahl, attorney at law.
yeah, right. Well, I got to be careful with my advertising.
Oh, that's
Be
right.
happy to take a phone call and talk to anybody about anything.
There you go. Oh man.
I forgot to introduce you, Andy.
I'm Andy.
You're kind of
Andy Spurgeon.
filling in for the
Spurge.
Grimm's boys. This one came together on short notice, sort of. So
Yeah, what were you? Were you grocery shopping, or where'd you come up with? Where'd you see Eric?
well, I thought
Yeah.
I thought
Hey.
popped in my head. I was like, hey,
Hey.
we got to get Eric
Eric's
on
in
the
town.
podcast. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's give him a call.
So I hit him up, and I was itching to do another podcast this week because I want to get into the habit of where we're cranking one out every week, 10 days.
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's the key to starting
Yeah.
to build up an audience
Yep.
is having regular content.
Somewhat regular content, right?
And it's been kind of tough so far. It's
It's hard for schedule.
yeah,
and like,
the
hard.
scheduling
You get the
thing
word
is
of mouth
difficult,
going,
yep.
and
Right. Yeah.
you know,
So, but anyways, if we can get on to a fairly regular schedule, and anyways, I wanted to do one this week real bad. So,
Reitz has to be on.
oh yeah,
sometime.
I definitely want Reitz on this podcast.
then like
I see him every now and then.
as long as like you figure out maybe what to talk about eventually, you know, then you have a fan base,
Yep.
you know.
Well, I kind of like doing the thing where, and maybe you tell me if you think it's stupid, but I sort of like just shooting from the hip.
Just shoot,
and
yeah.
Just talk
Letting it
about
flow.
whatever.
Yeah. It comes surprisingly
Easy.
like, easy. Yeah. You know, like someone says one thing and then boom,
Yeah.
you're off on a 20-minute
Tangent about
tangent
something.
that
yeah.
ends up complaining about the state of Medicare in our state
Yeah.
or Medicaid in our state or something.
That was good. That was informative the other day when you were filling us in on all that.
Ugh.
The
Medicaid privatization.
the Medicaid
Act.
privatization stuff.
Good
Yeah.
old Terry Branstad.
That was interesting.
Yeah, you have Cole Beardsley on sometime. He'll give you a talk too.
Yeah, I'll be curious. I want Cole on.
I want Cole on now too, and he didn't win.
He didn't win.
Better than I thought.
I voted for him because I knew him.
I voted for Cole. Absolutely. I thought he did really well,
Yeah.
considering the other two guys. You know, they know everybody in this
Well,
county.
yeah, and plus they're
And they-
established in the
they're
job
established.
too. Yep, so.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought Cole did extremely well.
Yeah.
I think he should be proud of how he did.
No, I think so too. I hope Cole isn't too discouraged about
No,
the results.
he said it was a good learning experience.
Okay.
And he'd probably do it again.
Okay. Yeah, he should hang in there.
Absolutely.
I kind of wondered, because with Cole being from Esterville, I wondered how are people that are, like live in Ringstead or something or Armstrong gonna know much about Cole or
Right.
like or how are they gonna think Cole's ideas, being an Esterville guy, are gonna help their station? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Very true.
So
Well, and that's the thing because the county supervisor is more about the more rural areas of the county that
Yeah.
aren't governed by city codes and stuff like that. And so yeah, I think that's a big thing. And don't get me if I might be wrong, but I think the other two guys farm or are more rural
What was he going for again?
county supervisor.
County supervisor.
Yeah.
I know Quasted, I think, lives over by the airport, Groover
Yeah.
neck of the woods over in that
Right.
area, roughly speaking. So I'm sure he would be well known among kind of the rural vote
Right.
in Emmett County. And then
Speaking of, like,
the other fellow, I
elections,
don't know.
You know, 2 women made it in. Youngest was with 28 or 26
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
from
Castillo Ortiz
Muslim,
from Brooklyn.
yeah,
She's a congresswoman, 28 years old.
28 years old. Yeah,
Crazy young.
This is Ocasio-Cortez. Is
Ocasio-Cortez.
that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. She led a sit-in today at Dianne Feinstein's office,
For what?
demanding a climate change bill come out of the House. It was a protest that was already started, and she jumped in on it. There's also a big article about her having trouble affording housing by January in Washington, D.C., which I thought made her super relatable.
Yeah, I don't know much about that young lady.
You know,
I mean, I've seen stuff thrown at her that was sort of, I guess, I'm so sick of like all the bumper sticker level kind of reduction that happens with stuff
Right.
that everything gets turned into a meme. And
well, that's how That's how it all works.
yeah, but I mean, it's
Everything's
so,
a meme. Everything's
the problem with that is it lacks the necessary nuance, I think,
or background information.
right.
Yeah, exactly.
No
Yeah.
depth.
So there's
Yeah.
zero depth. So then you have this kind of superficial idea about a person, whether or not you agree with them is hard to tell because they may latch on to something that you maybe find objectionable or something,
Right.
and then hype it up to the nth degree, and
And then you miss out on every other standing on their
right,
platform.
and that's that kind of rhetoric that you get from every direction is really toxic, and
Yeah.
it does everybody a disservice. And I don't see why dumbing things down helps anybody. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree completely. unfortunately, I just see more and more of it. Like, with the whole, and to me at least, I take that back to like the start of reality TV, of that really taking off, where it's just dumb, spoon-sped drivel that you can
It's
just
not real.
that you can exactly. But
It's
that
not
you
real.
Can just
It's
sit there and mindlessly watch and do nothing. And unfortunately, like that's how.
it's not real. The producers have to write, and there's writers, and
Oh, absolutely.
they're thrown into a thing, and yeah, and what happens, it happens. But most of it is controlled.
Oh yeah, and it's just lacks. There's nothing to think about.
Right.
And unfortunately, like America has kind of spoken. They made that crap popular, and I see that festering into politics and into everything that has to be. We're gonna make your taxes fit on a postcard. No, you're not. Like that isn't gonna happen in our society.
Yeah.
And and I think you got a good point about the whole reductionist thing. I mean, it does just get put down into a 3-word tag that you can put on a person, and then all of a sudden, that's all they are.
That's
Right.
what they're known for.
Yeah.
Like this young lady coming out of Brooklyn, she comes out as an unabashed progressive, but instantly everyone thinks she's a socialist that wants to turn us into Venezuela. No, she's literally never said that.
Yep.
She's for universal health care. I think she has talked about like a basic human wage, where that everyone gets a certain amount of money.
Universal
Basic income,
something
yeah,
like that.
UBI.
Yeah. Okay.
Which I don't know if that's been tested in any large capacity anywhere.
Well, if they make it high enough, I'll quit working. I can tell you that much.
Amen. No, and I don't know, but it was an exciting night. I think there was a lot of firsts.
Yeah, there was a lot of firsts.
Couple first. There's 2 Muslim women that got elected.
Which was
First
cool.
openly gay governor.
Yep.
Out in Colorado. Something happened in Kansas. I don't remember. But Steve King is still repping Northwest Iowa.
Yeah, I think it was tighter though than
Way tighter than it.
previous elections with Steve.
He usually
King,
wins
right?
by 20 points.
Yeah.
And J.D. Schulten got him within 8 or 9, I think. But it was the final tally, which is quite the move for our Ruby Red District 4 up here. I think the other one that was close, and I called it wrong, was the Kim Reynolds, Fred Hubble deal. That was close, but Kimmy came away with the win.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if it was a governor. Must have been governor. I think it was a breakdown by county, and it looked to me like every metro area,
Straight blue.
yeah, was majority Democrat, and then every rural county, like if it was outside of like Polk, Dallas, Story, Johnson, Cedar Falls, Waterloo.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was all
Except Sioux City.
maybe Sioux City. Yeah.
Sioux City, because that's where he's from too.
So
But I mean, that's
We're called the what? The Purple State or something
yeah,
like
we're
that?
a purple state
Yeah.
technically.
Yeah.
Though both of our senators are Republicans currently. Both are up for election in 2020.
Democrats are now even with the House. No, they took over the House.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they picked up 40. 39 or 40 is what the final count's going to be, they think.
yeah, because it's still ongoing, right?
Correct.
Still ongoing?
Yeah, they called.
Wow.
Florida is having
What
a
a week.
recount. Florida's calling a recount, so they're doing a recount for governor and a senator spot. Georgia's still going. California's slowly trickling in, but I think most of their House races are now done. They have 46 or 50 House of Representatives members or something like that. Arizona got called yesterday for the Dem senator. That was a close one too. But yeah, I mean, it's over. We don't have to watch political commercials.
That's the best news
which we can all say.
out of all of it. There's 2 people watching, Eric.
Should be watching.
Can you tell who it is?
I can't tell.
Oh, okay.
Well, hello.
But
Well, Eric, makes
Gerard Greenberg. Hi.
Oh, that's Kyle.
that's
Oh,
Kyle.
okay.
He stole. So my internet alias,
Yeah.
like a decade ago, was Gerald Greenberg.
He says hi.
Boy, I remember
And
that.
yeah, man, I had my own
Yeah.
Facebook. Well, so that got started.
Is that where it started?
Okay, so Jim Moeller and I had the bright idea of let's just mess with people, right? So I made a Facebook with just a random name. We were just into Jewish sounding surnames and
You're
stuff.
lying.
No, this is totally true.
Okay.
So I made the phony Facebook account, Gerald Greenberg, right?
Yeah.
And I got on Jim's Facebook and I was like spamming it, like, give me my fucking money, you son of a bitch, blah, blah, blah. And I had like some picture of a sketchy guy on there. People were like, oh my God, Jim, what did you get yourself into? Oh no. And like it got intense quick. And so we had to quit. But I just kept the thing because it was funny, you know?
Yeah. Hilarious.
Yeah. So,
It's a funny name.
Yeah, it's
Trey
funny.
Ferguson.
Funny.
It's like
funny
Gerard
name.
Ferguson. Funny name. What one does Dale use from Kent Hill?
Rusty
Rusty
Shackle.
Shackleford. That's the best show ever.
I'm kind of turning into Rusty Shackleford,
Are
hanging
ya?
in this bunker all the time.
This is kind of your bunker.
I got
This is
guns
neat.
down here.
We got guns.
We're surrounded with concrete, and dirt. Can take
sheets
a,
on the wall.
Lots
Yep.
of lots of RMEs or
At least they're not plastic.
RMIs.
yeah. Get my
Armies.
tinfoil hat on, and you know,
Do your
Broadcast.
Mountain Dew
yep,
gallons of Mountain Dew.
waiting for the
in
Martian
case.
Chinese to attack me.
Broadcasting to the world. What was Jim's? Because he still has Momo Fukenstein as as his PlayStation Network name.
Oh yeah. Back in the day, man, we were just always coming up with crazy names. We used to. So one thing we did, I felt bad for poor Donna at the theater.
Poor
But-
Donna.
We were messing around one time, and she'd always call around and see, like, "Oh, hey, can you work? Because so and so can't
Right.
make it or whatever."
Sure.
Yeah.
So we all like flipped each other's phones around and then made the answering machine on like. So I'd take like Marissa Gifford's phone and be like, "Hi, this is Jimmy Rosendahl." She'd do the same thing to mine, and so she's calling around. And,
No.
yeah. So,
Oh, these are the worst.
That's awesome.
yeah, it was pretty rude, but
Good harmless pranks.
Oh,
Good clean
yeah.
fun.
it was good fun.
She put up with some shenanigans.
Oh
huh?
yeah, she's a sweetheart.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think I think the kids are keeping the tradition alive, but I don't know.
Are there any secret rooms or places in the theater? Or?
There's the hidey hole underneath where they keep the
Yep.
nacho cheese.
Oh, okay.
Maybe like a little downstairs under the ejector booth.
Yeah, well, that's right. There's two of those, kind of, or like one and a half.
Any yeah. I've heard stories of something in the theater,
Yep,
like
so
a extra room.
Underneath the projection booth for the first two auditoriums
One and
as you
two.
walk in. Yep, 1 and 2. There is a kind of quasi basement area that there's cleaning supplies, extra seat backs, extra stuff,
Nacho cheese.
that kind of thing. Yep.
Bags of cheese.
And, you know, garbage cans, that kind of thing. Just regular old stuff. And then on the other one, down at the very end of
Yeah.
the hallway, there's like a kind of a crawl space thing with just spare
That's neat.
junk under there. Yeah. What are you giggling at over there, Eric?
No,
Something
stuff-
funny happened.
Something funny. Someone's watching live.
My babysitter when I was growing up, Amy Farber was her name. Her dad was a police chief in town. And she worked at the theater when I was just a little buck. You know, I was like kindergarten, first grade, second grade kind of age. And I thought it was so cool that she worked there because when they did the deep clean days, when everyone came in during the day and like really deep clean the theaters, I got set up in whatever theater they weren't cleaning, and they put on a movie just
Oh, nice.
for me. Oh man, I was a baller. And I brought my Game Boy, and I sat on those stages that used to be up there, and I sat up on the stage and played Game Boy.
Nice.
really cool.
That is cool.
So cool. I remember
Like it's like something no one else gets to do.
no one. Yeah, that was special.
You're in the elite. Spurge, did you remember playing Pokemon on Game Boy? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure you do.
What was the first Pokemon game you played on Game Boy?
Blue.
Blue?
I had red version.
Red.
Yeah,
I had red.
I was a red version all the way. Yep.
Blue, and I was a Squirtle starter.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Because Brock, the first gym, was rock type, and so I knew I'd waste.
How'd you know?
I knew I'd waste the first.
Did you look it up in the magazine?
No.
No.
Yeah, I liked to swim, and so I'm like, oh, turtles, and I always liked turtles. Kind of my spirit animal, and so I always took Squirtle the turtle, and
Char the Chameleon.
water cannoned. There's a new game coming out, new Pokemon
How many
for
Pokemon are there?
for the Switch. Ridiculous. There's like hundreds.
600?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know any but the original 151.
Yeah, it's nutty. There's so many Pokemon.
Yeah.
For the Switch?
Yeah,
New
for
game?
the Switch,
What's it called?
new game. There's an Eevee version and there's a Pikachu version.
Oh, speaking of Pikachu, there's a Pikachu movie coming
I
out.
saw that on
Anyone
Reddit
see that?
yesterday. Yeah.
Oh boy, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad at Pokemon a little bit. So some of the new ones that they came out with.
The Pokemon? The actual?
like,
Okay.
I got a couple things to say here.
Do it.
So I am 100% with Andy here in terms of the original 151 for me are what constitute Pokemon.
I disagree, but
and
whatever.
then I'd maybe go so far as to include some of the ones from Silver and Gold.
There you go.
But that's where I fell off the wagon was with
Okay.
I played like halfway through Silver and Gold and then I quit. And yeah, this new Pokemon movie. I mean, what the hell? They got like that Ryan Reynolds guy like
Pikachu.
voicing Pikachu.
Yeah.
Pikachu sounds one way and it's
Not Ryan Reynolds.
yeah,
And
it's
it's-
not Ryan Reynolds.
It's not a
Yeah.
6'2".
Does it talk or
Van
does it just
Wilder?
say Pika Pika?
Well, and that's the thing. And you saw the trailer, right?
No, I have
So
not
in the
yet.
trailer, the whoever the trainer is that gets the Pikachu is the only one who can hear Pikachu talk.
He's like a detective, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Pikachu is. He's wearing his little detective hat, and to everyone else, he's just saying Pika Pika. But to him, he sounds like Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool, if you will.
Yeah, all I can see right now is just Deadpool being
Yeah.
like
Which was a great movie.
Deadpool-y.
Deadpool is fantastic.
Speaking of comic book
I
stuff,
enjoyed it.
Stan Lee,
Stan
rest
Lee.
in peace,
Stan Lee.
yeah. I've noticed a lot of Facebook
Tip of the hat.
Stan
to
Lee
him.
fans
Yeah.
past couple of days. People seem to really be
My dad goes,
into that.
who
for
the guy from
48
Big Bang
hours.
Theory, and I just about put old man down.
I was like,
on,
he's
Dave.
Dave, you're
in-
so much cooler
Yeah.
than this man.
he was in every
Dave.
Marvel movie since
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Well, there was another Reddit.
There was another
video.
one. I could be wrong.
Another Reddit video had every Stan Lee cameo because if you go back to, he was in Mallrats.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, the main guy in Mallrats is standing there looking at a store, and then Stan Lee comes up and talks to him, and he goes, "Holy shit!
Right.
You're Stan Lee!"
That's right.
And it's Stan Lee.
Oh my gosh,
all the
that's
way-
right.
He's been in a bunch of
Yeah.
movies, but yeah, like Eric said, all the Marvel films, they found a place for him in.
Yeah.
My latest favorite. I loved
Sometimes
him
with
in,
a line.
I loved
sometimes-
him in Ragnarok. In Thor Ragnarok, he's the guy that ends up cutting Thor's hair.
Hold still.
Yeah, hold still. He pulls out this like.
I loved him
contraption.
in Spider-Man: Homecoming when Peter's trying to help. He's capturing a criminal that's trying to break into a car. Well, it's the guy just opening his car. He just can't do it.
Yeah.
And he's like slams his head against the roof, and Stanley's like, "Hey, you quiet down out there, you raggedy kids."
Yeah.
And some old lady's like, "Hey, Sally, hey Jim, how you doing?" She's like, "Oh, good, Sally, I'm good." You know, or whatever.
Stanley, man.
Yeah.
Being Stanley.
When did he quit? Like, was he making up new comics and stuff till the bitter end, or was he just sort of a?
I'd
I'd
have to phone one of my.
Yeah, I have to
I got
get
a,
on my phone.
I got a buddy he's a comic book guy.
Yeah.
He's got like he's the collector guy, and then he does the whole graphic novel thing where it's like the big thick ones.
The books, the actual,
Okay.
yeah.
The only one I've ever read which was fantastic and I recommend everyone is Watchmen. Watchmen was a fantastic.
Oh,
graphic-
watching who wrote it?
the graphic novel. It
Is
was,
that a DC or a Marvel?
Miller,
No,
Or is it either?
Frank
or-
Miller, I
Okay.
think.
No,
It's
wrote
an
it,
either?
wasn't it?
it's a DC.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
Yeah,
DC?
yeah.
it's a DC.
It's really.
You could be right.
It's
Andy.
super duper dark, and like, because it's.
Well, you definitely have
you
to
seen
see
the movie?
You have to read the. You have to read the graphic novel,
Yeah,
You-
I agree.
and then see the movie.
Okay. Does the movie do the graphic
Alan
novel?
Moore.
Yeah.
Alan Moore.
Yep.
Does the movie do the graphic novel justice?
They have to cut out a lot.
Yeah.
See, there's so like
And
with
the
every
movie's
book,
already super long.
like with any book, you have so much more
Yeah.
in a book, and they do their best in the beginning scene of the movie to fill in the background of how these heroes came to be and what happened to them and why they can't be heroes anymore because who watches the Watchmen,
Right.
you know, who's in control of Rorschach, who's in control of Hawkman,
Right.
and
And I loved in the book, like they really went into Rorschach's past, and like,
yeah,
he's a dark, dark man.
That's the one with the comedian in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
comedian,
I
yep.
like the comedian.
Comedian was
he's
cool.
not a comedian. He's
Yeah.
dark and mean.
Yeah, that's why I like him.
Yeah.
Vietnam.
Yeah, Vietnam.
There's the
Imagine if Watchmen was our past and how it was, and we are now in a
it's like a-
60-ish society with electric cars.
yeah.
You know,
Dr. Manhattan.
Be pretty crazy. Since we're on the subject of comic books, why don't we play a little game called Mount Rushmore?
Oh boy.
oh boy,
So Mount Rushmore is just the idea is you got your 4 slots, right? Let's do
Yes,
who's
I did.
on your Mount Rushmore
I
of
made her swim lots of laps.
superheroes or comic book
laps.
people,
Superheroes, comic book people.
whatever.
I wrote all this down one day.
Did ya?
I have to bring it out again.
Yeah.
All right, what you got?
For personally,
Yeah.
so one slot of mine for sure would be for Superman.
Oh, I got you. Mount Rushmore. Okay.
Yep. Then
Which Superman? There's several. There's the cerebral palsy.
what?
I got dark, Eric.
Cerebral palsy Superman?
Christopher Reeves.
Oh,
He fell off a horse.
I know, and I'm so mean.
he didn't just fall off. He like fell off and got
They bucked
got,
it.
got his
Oh,
foot caught in the stirrup and
poor Christopher
clopped
Reeves. God
around
rest
for a
in
while.
peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He was the classic, though.
So Superman is one
Superman.
of my slots.
Which one? Are you just saying Superman in general, or just
Yeah, the
character. The
Okay.
character
Gotcha,
Superman.
The
gotcha,
character
gotcha.
Superman. Spider-Man for me is on there. I'd probably put the Incredible Hulk. It's I know my choices are maybe a little on the cheesy order, but
Little cheese.
yeah, I don't really care. Oh, and my 4th one. Let me think about it.
Who's your Abe Lincoln?
Yeah, Gal, I don't know. I suppose Superman would be Abe Lincoln.
Honest, wholesome.
Wholesome. Abe Lincoln embodies much of what Superman
Yeah.
does at the same time,
Yeah.
vice versa.
Dark hair.
Yep. Now what's going on?
Eric's giggling over here.
Yeah.
You hate speech out of this campus? Kyle's offended by my Superman comment.
My Superman comment.
Oh.
Yeah, my cerebral palsy
Okay.
Superman.
I was gonna say I wasn't talking shit about Superman.
I wasn't.
Jim put him on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
He can even carve his own likeness with his laser.
All right,
eyes.
what's my big 3 so far?
You
Superman,
did Superman, Spider-Man, and the
Hulk.
Hulk.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Those are like the only 3 that I really like.
Those are
You
good.
gotta have a 4th. A woman?
Nah.
No.
Can we get equality.
No
here?
anti-hero?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm necessarily anti-woman.
What,
but
no, an
No, I
anti-hero.
said anti-hero, like like Catwoman or
Yeah.
you know, Captain Marvel.
I
Yeah.
want to think about it a little
Shazam.
bit more. Yeah, I need to think about it a little bit more. What about you guys?
Can I like I want to do this, but I want to like never mind.
Take your time, dude. Do it right.
Do it right.
We got all night.
I ain't going nowhere.
No. We're all drinking. Well, I guess you guys are drinking caffeine, but I'm full energy.
Let's see. So Iron Man for sure. For
Okay.
me,
Ooh.
because I love the
Tony
whole
Stark.
Tony Stark multi-billion-dollar. And then Batman, because I have to go with the DC.
So the other
I saw
billionaire.
Batman when I was 5.
Ooh. That was a
The,
dark one.
The first Batman,
The Tim Burton
Tim
Batman.
Tim Burton with
Yeah.
Danny DeVito.
now it's Batman
Penguin.
Insurance.
Oh, that's right. That was later.
This is with
Who was the Batman? That was what was that guy's name? Kevin Costner, is that right? No.
no
But didn't that have what's his name as the Joker?
Jack
Nicholson.
Nicholson, yeah.
Yeah.
God, what was that guy's name? I can
Michael
see his face.
Keaton.
Michael Keaton. Yeah.
He also played Birdman. That's a good movie.
Okay, yeah.
Somewhat recent. Academy Award nominated
I think I saw that one.
film. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird, but Michael Keaton's kind of weird anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So you got 2 billionaires.
also
Where's the superheroes of the people?
Oh yeah, you're not wrong. It's like Jim said, it's a thinker.
I think I got my fourth though.
Yeah.
It is, and Eric, you're going to appreciate this.
Oh boy.
Swamp Thin.
Swap.
Yeah.
Swamp Thing.
Yeah. I heard they were making that movie.
Swamp Thing kicks ass.
He was sweet
Oh yeah.
and scary when you were a kid. There was this like retaining pond out at this farm kind of up by KILR. And it had this green, nasty algae over it. And when I was a kid, we'd walk out by there, and I swear to God, my dad would be like, Swamp Thing lives there.
Look out, Andy. Swamp Thing's coming.
Swamp Thing's going to get me. He's going to go.
Swamp Thing was like a plant scientist guy or
Right.
something, and then somehow it's like the
Radioactive.
Ninja Turtles backstory,
The
essentially. Yeah, he got
Here's ooze.
exposed to ooze, and then he fell in the swamp.
I wish they could have redone that well, but the campiness of the 90s version is just so good.
Do you remember the cartoon, you guys?
Oh, yeah.
So there's
Oh, yeah.
like that limited run of really cheesy cartoons set to the Wild Thing theme song, like
Yeah.
Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing.
I feel like those are the ones my dad was like, nope.
Yeah, I
Gary
suppose.
put the kibosh on that.
Yeah.
That's all right. It's on YouTube. You can
Yeah.
find him.
Never too old for Swamp Thing.
Okay, so
Uh,
back to Eric. You got
right.
Iron Man, Batman.
So we got DC and we got Marvel. We kind of lose the Wolverine, the X-Men culture, and so they're there. And I thought I hate to be it, I always thought Wolverine was cool.
He's sweet.
Yeah.
He's sweet.
Yeah,
Freaks out.
just from the first X-Men movie, and when that first came out, that was like almost not saying the beginning, but that.
Well, the Wolverine powers would be pretty useful too if you think about it.
Healing.
Healing factor. You got
Life.
the adamantium. I mean, I guess it's not exactly a power, but the adamantium
Right.
skeleton thing.
Yeah.
Well, have you guys ever looked at Hugh Jackman in that first movie? First X-Men
Well,
movie.
he's young, right?
He's so tiny.
And he's young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you compare him to like Hugh Jackman and Wolverine
Or Logan.
or Logan,
Yeah.
where he's just like ripped shit.
He's jacked up and
A
worked
decade
out.
of roids will do that.
Roids
Right?
and just angry.
HGH and
Yeah, man. Pump it up. You don't got to piss in a cup for Hollywood.
that's right.
Just give him some money.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder how they keep. How do they get them on? So there must be a science to like getting the right balance to where
yeah.
they can like keep their hair and keep from getting gynecomastia and stuff
Right.
like that.
Yeah,
To,
come on.
you know what I'm
Jim
saying?
just busted out a medical term
So-
for
Wow.
man tits, and I loved it.
One hand applause.
That's a
Jim.
good one,
One
buddy.
hand applause.
Yeah. Well, if I didn't have a bad case, I wouldn't know anything about it. So, but seriously though, like,
Oh,
how do they keep
absolutely.
them from?
It's tweaking the hormones.
Yeah.
Because it's all hormone
That'd be
work. You know, that,
Jittery, like
unless you go with like, if you go with anabolic steroids and just keep lifting, you won't get it. When you stop though, you'll deflate. Mm-hmm. You know,
Well, he's got to have trainers and contracts.
Oh, and I can't
lined
imagine
up,
what he
so-
eats. I'm sure it's just raw steak
Yeah,
4 times a day.
I suppose.
You know, probably crazy calories. That'd be an interesting thing to look up, though. It's like what his training regimen was. Because for Logan, he was just ripped fuel. That was a fantastic film, too. If anyone,
I haven't
hasn't
seen Logan.
I was up and down on it because it had this kind of nursing home
Yeah, there was
take care of the professor.
that was weird. That
Was
was
that
a little
weird?
weird. That was a little weird, but I loved it.
Professor X was like a good Samaritan or something.
No,
or-
other way
Yeah,
around.
dude. Yeah, no. Yeah, Professor
Yeah.
X started to have dementia,
He's
but he's like one of the
tweaking
world's
out.
most powerful
Oh my
mutants.
god! How do you have dementia, but you can like control everybody's
Remember
minds
in like the
remotely?
old? He was
That's
in,
why
like,
they
this-
locked him in this.
They
like,
locked, yeah.
this like silo thing.
They kept him away from everyone.
away from everybody, but
He
then
kept screaming and hearing all their thoughts.
yeah,
Remember in the reboots, when Professor X took some sort of drug that shut off his powers?
yes. Well,
he
when
could-
he's the younger
Younger
Professor
one,
X.
the first class movies.
Yep.
I feel like that was kind of a takeaway to let's get him away from everyone so that he can't hurt anyone.
Then he just gave him a booze hound there for a little while.
You mean Logan was Blue Hound?
Well, no, Professor X,
Then he
and
died.
in the movie,
freaking
the
died.
first class, right? Is
In
that
first-
what you're talking
was it
about?
First Class?
X-Men First
Oh,
Class.
okay. Yeah.
I think it was First
Yeah,
Class.
because that's one was James
James McAvoy.
McAvoy
Yeah.
playing Professor X. Yeah.
Yep. But Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is done. He is not coming back.
Are you
I've heard.
sure?
Mm-hmm.
No. No, because whenever I say he's not going to be in something, he like busts out of a cell, and it's like, oh, we had Wolverine locked in
he was
here
like,
all along.
Wolverine can't.
Yeah.
Wolverine.
So let me ask you guys this.
We
What's-
think we need Andy's Mount Rushmore.
Oh,
still.
yeah.
Yeah. Mine's pretty.
Did you even finish yours,
No,
Eric? I think
Eric needs one more.
Quicksilver or the Flash.
you guys aren't getting your homework done here.
He likes the Flash or Quicksilver.
One of the.
Those are
who is
good ones.
faster?
I don't know.
Who's faster in your opinion?
I don't know. Probably
They've clocked
Flash.
Quicksilver as faster than the Flash.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But according to Kyle Hill from Real Science, there's a plug, Kyle Hill. If you run that fast, your clothes will burn off.
yeah.
I would think you just
You know,
Well, that's why
disintegrate
the Flash.
completely,
That's
wouldn't
why
you?
the Flash wears like ceramic stuff that keeps the space shuttle from burning up in his suit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of science behind it, but like you burn up and like things that would hit you would like go through you.
That was in Justice League. We
Yeah.
talked about that.
yeah.
I think mine.
How many calories you have to eat?
Oh,
why
yeah,
he
it'd
was
be
always
incredible.
eating. He was always eating pizza because he just burned so many calories. But anywho, if I could run 100 miles an hour, I'd be good with that.
Just level her off at 100.
Yeah. That's all the fast I
Call-
want.
call
Right?
it good.
A sustained 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I got to run to Des Moines
Run to Des Moines and
for
back.
lunch. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
trotting across
Yeah,
the
you'd
Have
have
you
field.
guys ever seen the movie Still Not Quite Human? His dad
think I
it's a
have.
Disney movie. It's old.
Okay.
Dad builds this son. He never had a son, so he builds a son. He's a robot, and his name's Chip.
I have seen that movie.
And in the second one, they send Chip off to college. Well, Chip has a virus in him, and this is floppy disk virus. So Chip's trying to get emotions, so he's trying to learn how to smile, and he's tweaking his smile and becoming friendly. Well, the bus stops at like a bus stop, and everyone goes to the bathroom, and then they get back on. And Chip's running to catch the bus, and he's like, "Hey, bus driver," and he's waving at the bus driver, and it's very funny. It's a good movie. But-
I can't say. When
No?
did that come out? A long time ago, you said? Or
90s.
90s, yeah. Dude, 90s was like the golden age
For movies.
Stuff.
for everything.
Yeah.
Stuff was just better.
Oh, yeah. Way better in the 90s.
Even except our computers. That was
Yeah. But you know what? We could
92.
make do
Good
without.
job.
Yeah. Yeah, you remember our
92.
computers.
Alan Thicke.
Yeah, Alan Thicke was
Alan
the dad.
Thicke was the dad. The sweater
of course,
loving.
Alan Thicke was the dad. Thicke was always the dad.
Yeah.
Canadian Alan Thicke.
You'd have a problem. Alan Thicke would come over with his sweater and
Sweater and give you
give you
a cup of hot cocoa. And,
Yeah, pat on the back.
sound advice.
You'll get him next time, sport.
Yep.
I think I'm going to drop Superman off my Mount Rushmore and put Alan Thicke
Alan
in there
Thicke.
instead.
Alan Thicke
Yeah.
right in there.
Yep.
Yep.
He's the
I'd have to go, since we're talking about Watchmen, I love Rorschach. I
There you
love
go.
his character. I love his backstory. I think it's fantastic. I, on the other hand, did not like Superman. Thought he was a turd, and that he was too strong and too
Yeah.
powerful.
Well, and
And then he's scared of a rock.
that's the legit criticism of Superman.
Right.
Like, oh, well, you're just.
And I also didn't like Iron Man or Batman for the opposite reason, because they didn't have powers. Not my thing.
They just made their own.
Not my thing. I loved Thor. I really liked Thor. He'd be up there with his hammer. I liked his backstory. I thought it was rich. And he kind of can just zap in and out anywhere, time or place, with the whole Bifrost thing, which is kind of rad. So that's what, 2?
Well, he's a god.
Gotta go with Spider-Man. Dig Spider-Man. Spidey's always a classic.
The game.
The
is
new
really
video
good.
game is fantastic.
I hear it's awesome.
It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I put a lot of hours roaming
lot of,
New York City in that.
What else? A lot of cookies in it from old.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. The Easter eggs and such. And then 4th.
I know it's a struggle. Isn't it?
See, I liked Green Lantern except what they did with the movie. The movie was
Ryan Reynolds, Green
Ryan
Lantern.
Reynolds again,
Yeah.
just dog shit.
Yeah.
It was a bad movie. I'll
done
go with
one
Deadpool.
thing right.
I like Deadpool.
Deadpool, yeah.
Deadpool's
there
a
you
good
go.
anti-hero.
The anti-hero.
Yeah, just foul mouthed,
Yeah.
doesn't die. Mm-hmm. That's cool.
No.
Because, so the
And
back,
they brought him back in one of the X-Men movies. They brought him-
Oh, that was X-Men Wolverine Origin.
He brought him in
Oh,
that
yeah.
one, and I thought it was
and
super
it was
cool.
Ryan. It was Ryan
It
Reynolds.
was Ryan Reynolds, and it was still Ryan Reynolds at the end with his mouth all zippered shut. And
Yeah. Oh, and the adamantium
And they
swords
met-
that come out of his arms.
yeah. Is that version of Deadpool the.
No.
Like,
they even mentioned that version of Deadpool in Deadpool, the new Deadpool.
Yeah. No, the new Deadpool movie is more true to origin story
Okay.
on him. That was just kind of a made up thing.
Okay.
That was
'Cause I thought that was kind of lame.
that was
and-
Stryker wanting to get a pool of mutant powers called the Deadpool.
Right.
yeah, it makes this like super mutant, takes the best out of everybody's
Yeah.
powers and puts them in the Deadpool thing. But yeah, I thought that was kind of cheesy.
That movie was bad.
Yeah.
It was
It was so interesting because in
thought it was gonna be so
in
cool,
X-Men
too.
2, we meet Stryker and he's got this son that can tell you what to do.
oh
you know,
yeah.
and find all the mutants and kill them all. And so it's interesting how the Stryker in Origins is different from the Stryker in this one. Mm-hmm. Stryker seems to be a very lost character. I think people miss the Stryker because we also see a Stryker in First Class. It's what's going on?
Yeah, he's like the young dude.
Yeah,
So what's your 4 again, Andy?
Yeah.
I kind of got lost in all of that.
Rorschach,
Rorschach,
Spidey,
Spidey.
Thor, and Deadpool.
I gotcha. Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
That was good choices.
Thor's the man. Mjolnir.
Is he kind of a notch or two above the rest for you, or
What was your best Thor movie?
Probably my favorite
Yeah,
Thor movie.
Did Ragnarok fix it?
Ragnarok was sweet.
Oh my gosh, it's so
That was a really good flick. It was
was
really
good.
good. Also, it's on Netflix now.
So it's repeatable.
Yeah,
Watch.
but the music was so great in it. They did a bunch of like '80s power ballads kind of thing. Not ballads, like just like amp you up, cheesy '80s songs.
Yeah.
It's like
We're gonna fight.
yeah. But yeah, the music was really fantastic. It was
And
interesting.
they did the
oh,
Right
Immigrant
at the
Song
beginning.
by Led
Yeah.
Zeppelin?
Heads up.
Yeah.
yeah, they did that song right at the beginning. It was amazing. It's like that's what this was. That's what it needed.
Yeah. Well, and then all the
Just
all
like-
the credits were in like, super Technicolor on a black
okay.
background, and
Just like at the end of the first Iron Man, he's like, "I am Iron Man." Went boom, 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 boom.
yeah.
I don't know who was telling me, but they said the music for movies has to be like, there's no music. You need music, even if it's just a Batman, the Dark Knight. Even if it's simple cello, just during the interrogation scene or whatever.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The score's huge for me.
Yeah.
I actually rewatched Forrest Gump the other day. That's a soundtrack.
Oh boy.
That's a soundtrack, and it's all songs that everyone knows, but that are like classic.
Okay. Yeah.
The classic rock.
Yeah.
That's
gosh.
So when will classic rock die, Jim?
When did classic rock
No,
die?
when will it die?
When will it?
I want it to die.
I mean, I think that they just kind of keep booting out
Why?
stuff that is a little on the old order. And I mean, to me, classic rock is all about whatever the radio listenership is in terms of an age demographic. Because I mean,
So when our parents die, will we finally hear Eiffel 65? Will that be our
yeah,
classic
I mean
rock?
that'll be our own
You know,
classic rock,
I'm just
probably.
Weezer. When will Weezer become?
Well,
I never hear Weezer on the radio.
Well, you could probably make the argument that Blue Album belongs on a classic rock station if they're going to play
Yes.
Nirvana and stuff like
Yes.
that. So
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
You know, Spurgeon, you were the one that got me into Weezer.
Oh, was I?
You was
Marching band?
marching band. You're like buy
yeah.
buy Green.
Yeah.
You
I
made
told
me buy
everyone.
Green.
I told everyone buy the Green album.
I listened to
It
Hash Pipe
sucked.
every night.
Hash Pipe is fantastic. There was like 2 songs on that album that I enjoyed.
There was 2 songs,
Hash
and then I
Pipe
bought
and
Blue, and
Island
it was
in the
great.
Sun.
Island in the Sun.
yeah,
Yep,
Blue was fantastic.
Blue was
Pinkerton
great.
was great.
Every song was good.
well,
In
I
the
think that
garage.
was probably on the.
You and Andy Hamilton were the ones.
I think that was on the band trip to Chicago.
Yep.
Is when that was, because that's when I bought that.
You and
album. I
Hamilton
remember
were
that.
like, you should buy Weezer Green. I bought Weezer Green. I listened to Hash Pipe. Over and over.
Hamilton, man, I haven't seen that cat in so
Yeah.
long.
It's been a long time.
Since like freshman, junior year,
he
sophomore year
moved
of high
away,
school.
yeah, in like 10th grade, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
He went to, however you say it,
Makokata?
Makokata.
Makokata, yep.
Makokata.
Yeah. I always called it coconut because that was easier.
And now he's out in Colorado.
yeah.
I think hiking
Everyone's
up.
in Colorado. Everyone's
And
in
he's
Colorado.
Yeah.
he's a librarian.
I did
I
think he is a
believe.
librarian.
It's
Yeah. last
perfect
I
for
checked.
Andy.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That's like, I'll never forget my Andy Hamilton story. Go to is always Quiz Bowl,
Oh boy.
and it was like 8th grade year, and it was the lightning round. We were down.
Asian capitals.
Yeah. Yeah. We get 3 choices and we're down, so we get to choose first. And and one of them is, it's like, there's one that's sports, and me and Mike Jones are like, all right, we can probably get this. There's one that's
Mike
like,
Jones.
I don't know, something sciencey, and then it's Asian capitals. And Hamilton doesn't even confer. He just goes, Asian capitals. And we all just kind of looked at him like,
What are you doing?
dude, what are you doing? And
kill us?
he just peeled him off.
Yeah.
10 for 10.
Yep.
Like Hamilton killed it.
Oh, yeah.
And
Clutch for the win. Yeah, that was.
Quiz Bowl and marching band.
Yeah.
Old marching band days. Those
Yeah,
were-
we need to talk a little early 2000s marching bands. It's a shame Kevy isn't here to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a shame.
he could back it up.
And he would.
Or the Olsen Bros.
What do you
they
want?
were-
Oh,
Yeah, or-
well,
yeah,
Trevor,
Tay-
anyways.
Tay.
Yeah, Tay and Trevor.
Go through. The
I can't.
things.
They got married. I can't believe it. High school sweeties.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And they named their son Thor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Tay and Amanda. Let's see. They were an item since like what?
Ninth
Dude,
grade.
9th grade.
Was it 9th
or
grade? I
7th
remember-
grade
yeah.
I
or
don't
something.
know.
I remember
Forever.
them macking it in the lunchroom all the time.
I can scarcely remember a time when there wasn't Tay and Amanda.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, Tay tried to act like there wasn't, and he dated some other girls, I remember, for a little while.
Yeah.
But
Quote unquote.
yeah,
dated.
whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not buying it, Tay.
None of us were. And we can say whatever we want because Tay's not here to defend himself because
That's
he
right,
doesn't
yeah.
text his buddies back.
It's called summary judgment for the podcast.
That's right.
Yep.
I listened to his and Trevor's edition when they
Oh my
came into
God,
the
yeah.
podcast, and it was just how I pictured it because
Yeah.
Trev just rips on Tay. Like,
Just brother on brother.
oh yeah, but Tay
Okay.
just takes it.
Yeah, that's how me and Jared are.
Yeah. How is your brother doing? I haven't seen him.
He's good. He's a massage therapist in Spencer, Iowa.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And he's married, 3 kids.
Yep.
Yep.
Nora's birthday is coming up. Nora's the middle child.
Okay.
And went down to see him a couple weeks ago and give my first nephew, Bennett, his birthday present. Beyblades. He's in the Beyblades. Were you guys ever into Beyblades?
I don't even know what that
I
is.
don't know.
Okay,
what
so
that is.
Beyblades-
Explain this to me.
Beyblades are tops.
Oh.
That's all they are.
Like-
They're
like
fighting
with a-
tops.
Like with a
This?
string? You
yeah,
pull
with
a string?
you,
Like a
you rip a
dreidel?
string and you say 3,
Less
2,
Jewish.
1.
You
say
got to put things in. I mean, my mother's maiden name was Briezowitz, and my surname is Rosendahl.
Yeah.
So you got to put things in Jewish terms for me.
Okay. The Kampen.
Yep. So
It's not a dreidel.
Okay,
It's not a
all right,
dreidel.
all
It's a
right.
top that is a fighting top, but not an old school 60s fighting top. It's the new one. You go 3, 2, 1, rip it, and then you pull the gears.
Yeah.
It's a gear string, and it spins the top, and then the opponent rips theirs, and the tops are in arena, and they're bumping. And if they break, they're out. If they go into the little wells in the 4 corners, they're out. If they just stop spinning altogether, then it's I don't know, TKO or something like that. Something like that.
Interesting.
So apparently there's a cartoon. I guess you can watch the
There's a cartoon about tops.
Dude, there's a cartoon about Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Are you kidding me?
That's true.
There's
That's true.
Oh, I used to be like. Do you remember Digimon?
Digimon. Digital monsters. Digimon. All the champions.
Was Yu-Gi-Oh kind of simultaneous with that, or
It was like competing.
no,
with it,
Yeah.
I
no.
think, wasn't
Digimon
it?
and Pokemon had the thing.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You know.
Because I was pretty mad at Digimon all the
I
time.
love Digimon, and when like the Digimon people would morph with their animal
Yeah.
to become a bigger, better Megazord or whatever.
Digimon.
You know,
Metagiz-
let's call it a
I met a
Megazord.
gizzard.
That was cool. I like Digimon because it was less Pokemon. Pokemon for your game. You didn't watch the show. You just played the game, collect them all.
I used to watch a Pokemon cartoon.
I couldn't get into it too much.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the Team Rocket always blasting off.
No,
Yeah.
our show was Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I was way into DBZ.
Dude, I have friends who are still into DBZ.
Yeah.
We had
And, there's a
Kevin
new-
can tell us about this that Joe Poyser tried to power up in speech class.
Like you just full on.
You went, yeah, you got all angry. And Kevin said his face got beat red and
Oh
nothing
my
happened.
god, you went Super Saiyan. In what speech class?
So Mrs.
God.
Akers
Yeah,
is
Mrs.
just
It's like, oh god, Mrs. Akers' power level is it's over 9,000.
Gave a
Gotta
speech
power
class
up.
on how to be Goku.
I think there's a new Dragon Ball series coming out.
Yeah, they all have blue
What?
hair.
They all have
you
blue
seen
hair
this?
now?
No.
Yeah, they go
Yeah.
like go Super Saiyan and their hair's blue.
No, it's yellow.
No, like
Yeah,
Super
yeah.
Saiyan level 4 or
Yeah,
5 or
we're-
That's yellow,
6.
huh? So everyone's Super Saiyan then.
every
That's normal.
being a Super Saiyan is like, you know,
Oh man.
That's just
getting
nothing
rid of your
big.
training wheels on the bicycle or something like
Yeah.
that. But
Oh.
Dragon Ball Super.
yeah,
What? Huh.
Broly.
Is it worth it?
I really haven't seen much. I kind of fell off the wagon somewhere in like the Majin Buu saga,
Yeah.
That's about where I fell
and
off.
I was kind of done.
I-
after
well,
that, yeah.
The Cell
Wait,
games were huge
The
for
cell
me.
games were awesome.
Cell games were sweet. And then but I couldn't watch like the old ones. Was it just Dragon
Dragon
Ball?
Straight
Ball?
up like with Goku as a kid.
Yeah. I
There's
didn't
like 3 movies and then like a long show.
yeah.
or something like
And there's
that.
a few shows here. There's Dragon
Yeah.
Ball GT,
Yep.
Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, and now Dragon Ball Super.
Mm-hmm.
And my buddy, he's like, dude, if you want to watch them all, they got them all on. It's called Crunchyroll,
Yep.
and you can stream anime and stuff on it.
Nice.
I just remember some of the episodes was just super filler and just
Yeah, that
Tons
drove me
of-
nuts.
I'm going to
Dead.
the gym.
Yeah.
Or like one
or
whole,
you'd be working out really fast for
Yeah.
like 10 episodes.
yeah, or like
Or
one,
grunting.
or one where
powering
he was
up.
just running down the dragon tail
Yeah.
because he
Oh,
had to get
gosh.
through the trail to.
Yeah.
30 minutes of listening to Krillin go,
Yeah.
"Ah, Goku. You know.
Where's Goku?
Those voices were so good though. Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever watched like the voice actor doing the voice acting, like separate videos?
I have not.
Oh, it's cool.
That would be funny.
Like watching him, like Goku, the guy who played Goku, power up and grunt, and
I've watched the South Park guys
it's cool.
do the South Park voices and
Yeah.
stuff, which is kind of there's a neat little documentary that they did called 7 Days to Air, because they write all of their shows within the week that it airs.
Yeah.
South Park, they don't write anything ahead of time. And I remember there was one where it was about the Washington Redskins when their name got dropped or whatever, and the boys picked up their name and started a GoFundMe to start a business or something.
GoFundMe.
But the Washington Redskins came in, and RG3 had gotten hurt like 2 days before the episode aired. And so instead of RG3 coming in, Kirk Cousins came in, who's the backup quarterback. and it's just always really impressed me. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, damn, like they cut out that cardboard fast, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. That's how they make the episode so topical
Right.
with that fast turnaround.
Exactly.
I was gonna
It's
say
just
'cause
week
they're
of.
really on for point
Right,
on
yep.
what's going on in the culture,
Yeah.
and society, and the world.
They've got like Simpsons and Family Guy beat in that department where they've got to write an episode, and 6 months later they get it back from the animators
Right.
and all
Yeah.
of that kind of jazz.
And then can put in the and
have the voice
and it's
acting.
amazing how much like those two, like Matt Parker and Trey Stone, still do. Like those guys do most everything on that show and most of the voices. I think South Park stayed good. They're on like season 21 or something.
Yeah, that's
like that,
wild.
too. That's crazy.
I've been a South Park fan pretty much since the Genesis.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
The system, the Genesis.
that was probably out
no,
too.
yeah. No, I think
Oh,
I
okay.
feel like South Park came out in the late 90s, I want to say.
Yeah.
Something like maybe
Like
98, 7, 8,
Yeah,
something like
okay.
that. Yeah. So, yep.
And
So-
those first ones, like it really
yeah.
was just cardboard cut
Yeah.
out, or not cardboard,
Construction paper.
construction
Yep.
paper cut out, and they're all walking funny.
Stop.
I Redbox their new video game.
the
the
stick
truth-
of truth, or
No, the truth butthole. Hilarious. But it was kind of a ripoff of Coon and Friends.
Oh, yeah.
And
the
so,
Coon.
like, so like
Coon.
it's an RPG based, and you're the new kid, and you got to become a superhero and fight all the. It's so funny. It's really really funny.
I think I'm going to drop the Incredible Hulk off my Mount
Be the
Rushmore.
Coon.
Put the Coon in there.
Coon. What about mosquito? Or what's
What was Butters' one? Dr. something.
Dr.
Dr. Chaos? Is that-
Professor
Professor
Chaos?
Chaos,
He's got his little tinfoil hat.
He's a villain.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I love Butters.
Butters is probably that's my dad's favorite addition to the show. It's just this pure little boy named Butters. Just
Jimmy's
all
Mount
there.
Rushmore is now just a plethora of
Yeah,
different.
no kidding.
No, I got rid of it. So I got Alan Thicke, Spider-Man, the Coon, and what was my fourth? I can't remember, but
Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing.
Yeah. Swamp Thing.
Plethora of TV and pop culture.
Yeah. Oh man.
Classic.
All right, I got one for you. If kind of staying on the thing, who's your favorite superhero?
Favorite?
Yeah, favorite
Just
superhero.
pick
yeah,
one?
just pick one.
I think it'd be Spidey for me.
Okay.
I mean, that was the one I probably invested the most time
I'll probably go with.
into.
Gosh, Spidey's good. I'll go with Thor.
Okay. Second question: who's your favorite supervillain?
The bad guy.
Yeah.
I think, well, okay, if I can open it up to conversation, I'd say Lex Luthor's in the running for me.
Okay.
The Joker
The Joker's up there for
is
me.
up there for me for sure.
Yeah.
If you could just pick one for my test I'm doing right now. I'm testing you guys.
Okay,
I'm testing you.
just pick one.
Just pick one, please.
Who was the one that
What'd you choose again, Andy, for your superhero?
My superhero was Thor.
Thor,
killed
and you chose
Superman?
Spider-Man.
Yes, yeah.
You chose Spider-Man.
Yep.
Okay.
Bad guy?
Was it Doomsday that killed Superman? Or is that right?
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse or something?
No, it was Doomsday, I think.
Okay.
You chose Thor, right? Mm-hmm. This is my test. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'd roll Doomsday for my bad guy.
Doomsday was a good one.
Yeah. Crazy monster thing.
Monster
just
cloud,
destroying
like-
everybody.
Okay, you said Doomsday, Jimmy?
Yeah.
And what'd you pick, Andy?
I haven't yet.
Okay.
I liked Venom, though.
Oh, yeah. Venom's a good
Venom's
yeah,
rad. The alien thing that
Symbiote
consumes
suit,
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
that is a cool one.
Did you see the new movie?
I
I
haven't.
didn't.
I didn't
No.
either.
And I really like Tom Hardy, so I really want to
Tom
see
Hardy.
it.
I heard it was kind of
Fantastic
mixed reviews in that.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too. Because, well, they were trying to make it R.
Oh.
And
they flaked out
They
and-
flaked out and made it 13.
Lame.
Lame.
Poor choice.
One
studio.
F-bomb.
Yeah.
Yep, you get one. Use it wisely.
All right.
No
Andy,
boobs.
I need a superhero from both of you again.
So two super.
Yeah, another superhero.
Oh, is just any old superhero?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna choose Banshee.
Okay.
Ooh, Banshee.
Who's Banshee?
He's a guy that could fly around and scream really
that's
loud.
right,
One
yeah.
He's an obscure X-Man, I
The,
think,
the,
right?
the,
Yeah, absolutely is an obscure.
Obscure man.
I'll go with Aquaman.
Aquaman.
I
Okay.
am Aquaman. How'd they turn, by the way, how they turn like nerdy Aquaman from Justice League cartoons
Right?
into like
Some buff hot
ripped
guy.
ass. Yeah. ripped.
Like Pacific Islander
Yeah.
looking
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. With the
He's-
hair.
I think he's from Iowa.
You're kidding.
No, I shit you not. I think Jason
better.
Momoa grew up in Iowa.
He's from Wallingford.
We're gonna check
By
this out.
Des Moines.
I might be making it up.
All right. So I need now a super villainous.
Super villainous.
Villainous.
Helen.
Helen? Hella?
She
Hella?
was badass.
You know, your Poison Ivy, your
He was raised in Norwalk, Iowa by his mother.
Whoa.
What?
That's nuts.
His only child, born in 79 in Honolulu, Hawaii, to a photographer and Jason Momoa, a painter. He was raised in Norwalk by his mother. His father is native Hawaiian descent, while his mother is of German. Yeah. After school, he began college in Iowa as a marine biology major, studying for a period in the Florida Keys. And then he studied Paris paintings and Buddhist teachings in Tibet.
Okay. Well, that's how you make an Aquaman.
quite a-
everybody.
I am Aquaman.
Jimmy, do you have a villainous for me?
Villainous. God, I don't even.
Poison Ivy, Catwoman. I know they're
Poison
anti-heroes.
Ivy's cool.
Yeah, I guess I'll choose Poison Ivy.
Okay. I know I'm throwing you on the spot. Okay, I just need one more. I need a
Are we
super.
playing a Bad Libs?
Yeah, what are we doing here?
I just need one more. I need a super heroine now.
I need an action.
I need a heroine.
A heroine?
Okay.
A heroine.
I'll go with Scarlet Witch.
Interesting.
Wonder Woman.
Sorry about that, guys.
Don't worry about it.
That was a fantastic movie.
That was a good movie.
DC
oh my
did that
gosh, Gal Gavant or whatever her name
Gal
is.
Gadot.
Gal
Oh.
Gadot is smoking. Former Israeli Special Forces. Or
Yep,
Yeah,
you're not wrong.
something like that.
Which was
Whatever.
better, the Justice League one or the new one? The show.
One more
The
time.
Wonder Woman movie or Justice League featuring Gal Gadot?
Oh, I liked her standalone movie better.
Yes, agreed.
I thought the Justice League movie was kind of cheesy, but
Well, yeah.
it was okay.
The problem with those ensemble movies
Or
is
hold on, yeah, yeah,
everybody is fighting for
Right.
yeah.
screen time, and it's hard to develop anybody. Yeah, that drives me nuts on the ones where they introduce somebody in an
Exactly.
ensemble movie.
Like Cyborg
Yep.
and Flash and Aquaman were
yeah.
all introduced in that movie.
Yeah.
And now we get Aquaman. I don't know
Standalone.
if Cyborg and Flash are getting their own flicks, but they should. Cyborg was kind of rad. They
So-
showed a little bit of his genesis. But
What's
yes,
the result?
All
Those
right,
are
so
this
here's the
exercise
test.
here.
The test that you guys
Did we
took.
pass?
We got Thor, Spider-Man. Then for bad guys, we got Venom, Doomsday. Good guys again, we have Aquaman, Banshee. Bad chicks, we got Hela and Poison Ivy. And then good chicks, we have Scarlet Witch and Wonder Woman. So what's going on is you picked Thor. I'm just using you as
okay.
close with. So Ragnarok has come out.
Yeah.
So you picked Thor and Hela. So you're tracking on the most recent pop culture
Oh, yeah.
of what's events. I did this when Suicide Squad came out and when Justice League came out, and everyone said Batman and Joker as their favorite bad guy and villain, and then they kind of went on the DC path.
I wish
You know?
I wish Suicide Squad was better too. It was,
Yeah, I heard that was kind of.
It was just okay.
And Jimmy was all over. I'm very pleased with Jimmy's results.
Oh,
he was,
good.
He was all over.
Weird Edward James all over the place.
Jimmy did not typecast or stick with one sub theme or pulp reference. He was just everywhere. So good for him.
Good for him.
Good for you.
Big old pooper for Spurge.
And he likes to go with whatever society likes.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude. Way to be establishment.
Establishment with my polo shirt and my khakis. And my compression socks.
Way to
Oh, yeah.
dress up for the night.
Oh, I just didn't stop after work.
No, that's just the mini test I formulated back in the day when, I don't know, Avengers happened. So,
Eric, you've been waving your wrist around, and I'm seeing a little
oh
Triforce in
boy,
there.
I'm not trying to.
No, I like it. Yeah, like you showed me the picture.
Yeah.
This is a legit
This is a legit tattoo.
tab.
Oh,
We
wait,
got the
I didn't see
Triforce
it.
on there.
Got the Triforce.
Yeah.
Yep, had it done Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Still looks a little bit
Flaking now.
flaky, but a little puffy.
Yep.
Looks fresh.
It's the Triforce, and it has courage, power, wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
The three gods of the land of Hyrule, and also sort of religious. You know,
Sure.
I need to have courage, do all things in wisdom, and God gives me power.
What compelled you to decide to
Dude,
get a tattoo?
I've always wanted a
Always
Triforce
wanted-
tattoo.
Yep.
I just, because I'm a nerd, so I've always wanted one, and I.
Well, I remember doodling one on you one time. Can we do
You guys doodle a lot of things on me.
Can we tell that story
We
real
can
quick?
tell that story.
Okay, we'll do a little story time. So it is the Woody's 50th anniversary.
Can we rewind like 4 hours?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just trying to.
Oh.
I'm trying to lay.
Spent the whole
foundation
day at the
here.
lake.
Yeah. So we're pre-gaming for the Woody's 50th anniversary party
Pre-game.
at Kyle's apartment. Right. Eric shows up. He'd been like out on the lake all day and was tomato red.
Yeah.
Fair assessment,
Yep.
Eric.
Oh yeah.
And we were making drinks and having a big time and all of that. Speaking of which,
Applesauce.
the Kris Kringle. Yeah.
It's coming up. Christmas is right around the corner.
We may have to have a repeat of the Kris Kringle.
Chris Kringle.
So we're
made
just
it.
like, so we're all just getting
First, they made up so many drinks.
silly drunk, right? We're all just kind of lightheaded. We're all so drunk. And I'm just like pouring random stuff that I can find in the kitchen into a drink and handing it to Eric. And he's just down the hatch, And I'm like, here's
Yep.
one with some cinnamon and applesauce in it. It's called a Kris Kringle. It's a Christmas favorite. Down the hatch. So
I was so hammered, I couldn't feel my toes. That was before we went to Woody's.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So then you guys
So-
went in public?
yeah, dude. So speaking of this, Kyle like found an old flash drive or something. There's like evidence
Oh, I have
of this.
photos.
You have pictures of
I
this?
have photos. Yeah.
Oh, dude, bust them out. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
see those sometime.
Okay.
there's some video even like you're like doing like an acoustic set on somebody's guitar
I'm
and
so young.
I saw myself I was wearing like skinny jeans. I had a stocking hat on. And, like,
Oh.
8 necklaces, and I was such a douche. I don't know why you guys hung out with me. Seriously, I was going through a major phase.
It's just a bro phase.
Huge, bro.
Jim,
Like,
you were the phase master though, because you had the Jinkos. Yeah. You had the 32-inch bottom pants.
Oh yeah,
The kangaroos.
Dude, everyone loves your style. Don't deny it.
I'm very phasey, that's for sure. Fleeting interest, man. But
Phase
anyway,
10.
I'm doing like Jersey Shore impression, kind of douchebaggy.
Nice.
Yeah, you wore the
stuff.
long basketball shorts and like.
Yeah. So anyway, but I saw a video of myself. I'm like sitting there chewing gum, like being a smart ass, like I was so embarrassed. I don't know where this came from, but so anyways, we're getting all drunk. We go down to Woody's. Eric has got like a Triforce tattoo, flames on his chest in like ink pen or like Sharpie
They
or
drew all
something.
over me. Flames on my legs.
And you're just cool with it, like whatever, roll with the punches.
Yeah.
And we're
Beat red.
beat red. We were hanging out at Woody's, and everybody left me there. I wound up closing the thing
I was
down
so
with Tony Jr.
I passed out in the back of my truck on a bunch of fun noodles, a bunch of pool noodles, and then my wife drove me home.
Oh.
Carrying the raging alcoholic up the
Oh,
steps.
God.
Jimmy got left alone.
Yeah,
Had to hike it back to. I don't know where you went, dude. You were all over town.
here's the deal. Yeah, I closed the thing down. I was sitting at a table with Tony Jr. and Leah, and
Tony
I think
Jr.
maybe Big Tony and Jody as well.
Okay.
At the time,
Speaking
Amy,
of Jody, I tell Jody a joke every time she comes in the fairway.
good.
I don't know why. I barely know her,
That's all right.
but I tell her a damn joke every time.
It's part of the fairway experience.
Yeah, I guess.
That's right. That's why I go to fairway.
If she gives you one of these, just this is an inside joke.
Oh,
We'll
very
explain later. So, anyways, at the time, Amy Condon was living a few doors down. Like, would you remember Grandma May's place?
Yes.
Like, on
Oh. Yeah.
she was like renting the whatever. So that's where she was living, and we closed down Woody's 2 a.m. We're all like, the plan is okay. We're all just gonna walk back up the hill to Tony and Jody's place.
Yeah.
But we only make it to Amy's.
Yeah.
And we're all like just busting the place, like, Amy, make us some sandwiches. Get out of, because she'd left hours before.
How did that go over?
Oh, she came out stomping, like,
Not
steaming
well.
mad. No,
Yeah.
she was like, what the hell are you guys doing? Get out of here.
So you and Tony Jr. were walking around Esterville.
So, yeah, I mean, there was a whole group of us. So we make it to Amy's, just a few blocks away. They talked me into staying down there, and they all leave. And I'm just like 3 sheets to the wind at this
Poor
juncture.
Jimmy.
You should
He died.
And Amy's like, okay, here's the guest room. Go in there, whatever. See you tomorrow. And I like fell on the floor for a while. And I got up like a couple hours later. I'm just like, oh man, I got to get out of here. So I go to her whiteboard and I leave what I thought was a well thought out note that I found out was just like scribbling.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be good.
Like, sorry, Amy, I had to leave.
This is gonna be good.
Thanks for your hospitality. Got my one eye closed, and I'm. Yeah, she told me later it was just like utter gibberish, illegible chicken scratch. So I leave, and it's like 4 a.m. by now, maybe 5, I don't know. And I'm walking across Esterville because I'm parked over at Kyle's apartment.
Oh jeez.
Which is over by like the Methodist church.
Right. Always.
So I'm walking. I'm trying to kind of stay away from Central because I figure the way my ticker is working at the time, I'm like, okay.
They might talk to you.
Yeah, might get stopped, possibly. So, anyways, I slinked my way back over there and might have thrown up in somebody's yard on the way. Maybe. Allegedly. but-
Allegedly.
Yeah.
No evidence.
Yep. No evidence. Wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
That's funny, man.
Yeah.
That's a.
But you made it. You made it, and you're
I
alive.
made it. I'm alive. Yep. Made it.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul. So.
But so, what did everyone think of your tattoos down at Woody's, Eric?
I didn't. I literally got this Saturday.
No, your
Oh.
your
The
flames,
flames
and
and
stuff.
Oh, the flames.
I'm sure the public just love that.
Dude, what was going on? Was it 4th of July?
It was the 50th, Woody's 50th.
They had some band
anniversary.
called
Yeah, they had a band.
Jukebox Zero.
Something, yeah. I don't remember
Dude,
that,
I have photos.
that well, but
Bunch of people, huh?
it was a big shindig because it was 50 years
Yeah.
of Woody's.
Right.
Yeah,
Is that when they had the outdoor bar area?
I think so. Yeah,
I don't think so,
maybe not.
but whatever. Just trying to track.
Yeah.
I'm just
We're
trying to
old
keep
now.
track of all the.
Were you
Esterville
32?
festivities.
Yep. 33.
33.
Yeah.
Three?
We're
You're
30
33.
Yeah, we're
Yep.
33 now.
I am 34 and like soon.
All the Esterville festivities. There's a chocolate walk going on apparently Thursday.
What? What is that?
Is that like a cookie walk?
It's like I don't think there's a parade. There might be a parade, but like all the businesses on Central stay open a little later. Like our store's open until 7.
So it's like a cookie
We
walk.
have free candy and hot
light
chocolate, I
thing.
think, and stuff. And Santa, if there's a parade, either this Thursday or 2 Thursdays from now, and Santa's in the parade. And
You want Esterol festivity I loved? The hot dog one.
yeah, dude.
Oh my
Corn
God.
dog day.
Yeah,
Or
Chuck
wagon
Wagon.
days.
That was
Chuck
good.
wagon days.
That was awesome.
It's a damn scandal that they don't have
It-
Chuck Wagon Days
I was
still.
pissed.
I was-
when
yeah.
I asked my parents this summer, like I moved back to Esterville.
So
I'm
when's
like,
Chuck
so
Wagon
when
Days,
when can I
David
get
Gill?
me some hot dogs?
When are the hot dog
And then-
days?
oh, they haven't had that in years, Andy.
Yeah, they cut it out.
Fuck. You're
like-
telling me
it's-
I can't go to Doc Baker's office
Yeah.
and get me
Get
a hot
chili
dog? A chili dog?
Or
Yeah,
eat-
dude.
I probably ate 10.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
That was the goal.
Just free. And then when I told all my friends at college, I'm like, "Oh man, yeah, we got these Esterville festivities. We got a hot dog day." They're like, "What? Why do you guys?" I'm like, "Yeah."
I hear
the
in a-
people watching was the best.
Oh, yeah.
though.
Yeah.
because you get all the people from around the country. It's like, "Come on, Anna Lee, Buck, dog, let's get in the back of the
Get
truck,
the-
going to
Their
town."
family of 10 kids, and they
Yeah,
feed them all.
dude.
Feed them all for free.
Cletus Amberlin, you get out here.
But Cedro did he did nachos, and that
Oh,
was
yeah.
cool.
Yes.
Or like, some places changed it up, add their own tweak to it.
Absolutely. Top Hat always had a real good spread.
Mm-hmm.
But we still got sweet corn days,
Yep.
which is
good, yeah.
which is big.
It's gotten huge.
Yeah, they do
Like
a
since
lot.
we were kids when they did.
Yeah.
It was like kind of a downtown thing for
Yeah.
like half a day or
For like
something.
half the day. Now it's
Now
like
it's like a
3
4-day
full
affair,
day.
yeah.
4 days.
4 days of.
And I think that's
Thank you, Lexi.
Lexi Reuter.
Lexi's
Thank you,
done a nice
Lexi.
job.
Yeah,
Mm.
she's killing it.
We should get her on the podcast.
That'd be cool.
Dude, she'd come talk.
She would talk.
I bet she would.
Yeah, she does like TV. I saw her on the TV interviews every
This
now
is
and
cooler
then.
than TV.
Well, duh.
This is YouTube.
Yeah.
Welcome to the World Wide Web.
That's right. If you really want to reach a wide audience, I mean, we're like coming up on 10 subscribers here.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a big
Project
day.
9, yeah.
Joe Rogan, watch out
Yep.
with your, 3.5 million subs or
Yep.
something stupid like that.
Mhm.
Dude, wouldn't that be the life? That guy, I was thinking about who I'd like to be as a celebrity. He would be cool.
Yeah.
He just announces UFC. He works out all the time.
Yep. Does a
Float-
podcast.
He does a podcast.
Stand up.
He does a stand up every
Yeah.
now and then.
He gets
And-
paid for that.
Yeah, he gets paid a lot of money.
Yep.
And talks about some interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Those float tanks. That's my Joe Rogan thing of fame. He talked about them on his show. I always wanted to do it, and then Travis Ukasik and I went up to Sioux Falls
Okay.
and got in the float tanks for an hour.
And worth it?
Oh
Float
yeah,
tank?
yeah, sensory deprivation.
Okay, yeah. Okay. It
chambers.
took me a minute. I was
Yeah,
like,
so
I knew
it's-
what you're talking about, but I didn't.
It's like this. They put 1,500 pounds of Epsom salt in this water, so you're incredibly buoyant. It's really hard to push your hands
Yeah.
to the bottom of the tank.
So if you fall asleep, you're not gonna
No,
drown.
doesn't
or anything.
matter. Yeah,
So,
absolutely not. And you just lay back. There's zero light. Turn off. There's no noise, and you can't. The water's heated to your body temp, so you can't feel where the water is really, and you don't feel gravity because you're floating, and so it's just like complete deprivation
It's like you're being in the
of all
womb.
your senses. Yeah,
Sort
of. It's wonderful. Absolutely.
I've always
wonderful.
wanted to do that in that quiet room. I've always wanted to go in that quiet room where you can hear the blood in your ear.
Oh yeah.
Or something like that. I forget what the room's called.
Yeah, that's in Minnesota somewhere,
there
I
one?
think, right? Because it's like some super sound dampened room.
Yep.
Right.
That, for whatever reason, yeah, it's just there's so little.
They made it so they could do it.
Yeah. That would be rad. I've heard people go in there and kind of start to lose their minds
Yeah.
after a while. Though, yeah.
I could see that though.
One guy said he played some metal in there, played some guitar and stuff, and it was interesting, like where the sound went, because usually sound travels and bounces, and this just everything came from a speaker, and that was it. There's no feedback. There was no.
Nothing. Yeah.
He
Is
had
it
to,
like the materials of the wall?
yeah,
Yeah, I think so. I've
like, the
seen some
design?
pictures of it. It's like super. Everything's jagged and foamy
Spiky,
and
yep.
spiky.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
So it just
Yeah.
bounces everything.
yeah.
yep,
Huh.
it gets lost.
That's wild.
I know pretty much zero about acoustics, but
You're doing a good job.
I don't know,
in
dude. You got your moving blankets on the
well,
wall.
yeah. This was
You're doing a
thing
good
that
job in your man cave.
I googled
your guns.
Yeah, how to. Yeah, my bunker.
Your bunker. You're doing
Crazy
a good job in your
man
bunker.
I googled like cheap ways to dampen sound in a room, and they're like, try getting crappy moving blankets from Amazon,
Yeah.
and it's worked pretty
Worked pretty
well.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty all right when you guys.
Yeah, I mean, and I put down this carpet.
Yeah.
Just it was like the leftover stuff from the upstairs room when we recarpeted that one. Thrown a couple couches in here and stuck some foam in that window, like those just mattress pads.
Just unplug Taylor when he plays.
Unplugged Tay. That's the best thing for the ears, right?
Yeah. Does Trevor play the?
Yeah, Trevor's been
electrics?
playing the drum set. Yep, and
That's cool.
yeah, it's been fun jamming, but we had a hard time getting everybody
Consistent.
consistent.
Yeah.
To- yeah, well,
Between the two Olsons, there's 7 children.
yeah, they've got a lot on their plate.
Wow.
Yeah,
Trevor's got
and they're
4
both trying to move here in the next like,
week
like
soon.
Where are they moving
60
to?
days. Yeah, well, it's just kind of swapping houses around the area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll both still be in town.
Yep. So they're not up and
What
leaving
does
us.
Amanda do?
She started her own
Yeah.
therapy place.
Okay.
Champion State of Mind up there. She's got a few I think a
Where
couple.
town?
Up on the hill, on Half Mile Hill, on the south side of the hill.
Okay.
About 3/4 of the way up. It used to be a Dunn. No. What used to be?
Oh
in
yeah.
that?
Chiropractor or
Chiropractor,
something? Maybe?
maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Little dark
Yep.
stone building. And she's got a few licensed therapists and seems to be doing
Yep.
pretty well.
I need to send Laura down there. She's got a bad case of hysteria.
Yeah.
Victorian ailments, whenever the women start acting up, you gotta,
Yeah, send them to
they're hysterical.
Yeah. Dysentery. I struggle with dysentery
Yep.
a lot.
Oh, with the
My
Oregon Trail.
My Oregon Trail
Yeah.
ailments are bothering me. Andy, got anything for that?
Oh, sure. I got a little something for everything.
Do you ever have like old ladies sticking you up like, I need my drugs. I need them.
I mean,
I follow this one kid on YouTube who's a pharmacist for one of the big ones.
okay.
The big
Walgreens or
companies.
CVS.
Walgreens, yeah. CVS or something. And people are like, I need my pills, man. I need them. And you're like,
Oh, yeah.
no, your prescription doesn't go up for another month. I can't give you these. And they're like, now. So
Oh, yeah.
I just want to know, is he right?
Less so in Esterville.
Yeah. Okay.
But people, yeah.
Huh.
No,
Wow.
no refills. That's always a bummer.
Yeah.
Get my oxy.
But yeah, we don't get so many drug seekers around here.
Okay.
My friends in the cities definitely do, and I've had classmates who've been robbed at gunpoint, whatever.
Really?
They're taking my drugs. They're taking my drugs. They're taking my money. I'll help them pick them out. I'll put them in a sack for them. I'm not dying over some OxyContin,
Right.
Yeah.
and it's all on film.
Yeah.
La di da. Like
Yeah.
you're done, folks.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't worry so much about that here.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to work retail in a city though,
Mm-hmm.
at all.
Man.
But it's a little different in small town Iowa,
Yeah, I figured that, but
and it's nice working for an independent pharmacy. You don't have the corporate overlords. I just got Alan. I say, Alan, what do you want to do here? Well, let's do this.
Yep.
I agree. Let's do that. It's nice. You don't got to run it up the chain to
Yep.
to the Bobs.
yeah.
Right. Yeah, running stuff by the Bobs is.
Dude, that movie though, Office Space.
Oh yeah.
That aged well.
Yeah, it did.
I rewatched, and it's fantastic.
It's
still.
classic. Yeah.
Yeah, and we had a printer the other day that Amy and I almost
Oh,
went
man.
Office Space on.
Totally.
Speaking of Office Space, if you go to EBA Rocks on YouTube, you can see my first video of me busting a printer, Office Space style.
Oh really?
Yes.
That's
And
a good
what's the name of
It's a very long title.
EB?
EBA Rocks.
Okay.
ROCKS.
ROCKS.
Okay, that's we can put. That
I don't
in
know
the
why I
comments or
chose
something.
EBA Rocks, but
Link in the description.
Link in the description. we still got watchers.
I don't know.
I don't know. We had
Maybe.
two.
Looks like a 0 to me.
Yeah,
they,
probably.
Oh, maybe a little.
They fizzled out.
Fair weather fans.
Fair weather fans.
Classic.
We got one.
Classic Grimses.
Yeah.
So
How we doing on time here, fellers?
It's almost 9.
Okay.
I can't see. Marching band was fun though back in the day.
Yeah, we were going to talk about
were gonna
early
talk about some
2000s
early
marching. Yeah, we
2000s
can't let it
marching
go
band.
without.
We can't. Yeah.
No.
Finish up topic.
So, all right. Eric played the
The
euphonium.
baritone.
Thank
No.
you.
Baritone?
Yeah, right.
got it.
Baritone, right?
Yeah.
I thought he was a trombone for a second. I knew it was deep brass.
Yeah. And you played saxophone.
I was
Barry sax?
tenor sax.
You know, Andy, if I could get my hands on sax, what one should I pick?
Tenor.
Should I play the
Yeah,
tenor? I
absolutely.
kind of want to learn it.
I think I would sound like dog shit now, but I kind of wish I would have actually owned one.
I played
never
Serena's
did.
trumpet, and I couldn't do it.
I can't play a trumpet. Jim was a trumpet player.
I was a trumpet player, yep.
Yep, I
Still
don't
got
have-
it sitting right over there.
I don't have
Wow.
I don't have
Yeah.
the chops for it.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
gotta really get your buzz. Jim always tried to teach me how to do the buzz.
yeah.
I could never buzz.
Yeah. I had the big lip buzz, so I
Yeah.
needed the bigger mouthpiece.
Yeah.
But
Oh, that was when Fix was first coming on the scene.
Yeah,
Back when she was Fix. Now she's
Yeah,
not Fix. Now
Giebler.
she's
No.
Giebler.
she's still fixed.
She's still Fix when I see her.
Hey, Fix.
Yeah. Always.
Yeah.
Always will be.
Yeah.
sure.
But I remember her coming in because like our band program was just dog crap. And she came in and she was telling us all this stuff to do. And we're all like, no, that's not
That's
what
how
Yeah,
Fromm
right.
did it.
that's not how we do band.
Yeah, right. I feel like maybe when Andy and I were like ninth grade, didn't we have pretty decent numbers? I mean, I felt like the
It was pretty
participation.
big.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty big that
Yeah.
ninth grade.
Who'd
year.
you have again? Tribby. Didn't you have
We had
Tribby?
Tribby
Yep.
Tribby, I think, did he die when we were
he might have.
like would have had him? I think so. I think we
Yeah.
were like like it was like the summer between like 7th and 8th grade or
Or something like that when
Tribby died.
Tribby
yeah.
died.
Yeah.
And then Sexy took over for all of it.
Yep.
He retired.
I had
Yeah,
Mark
he did.
Fromm my freshman year, and then
did
Fix
you?
came onto the scene after that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was there our first year, our
Mhm.
freshman year.
Yep.
Was old Fixer's first time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Her megaphone. My dad, who lives far away from the stadium, the football field, says he could hear her in the morning yelling at us.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
Oh,
2,
yeah.
3, 4.
Yep.
And she made me march
Mm-hmm.
my junior year even. I was starting both sides of the ball.
Weren't
In
you
football.
football? Yeah.
And then I had to take my pads off, and I had this ridiculous Batman cutoff shirt that I wore underneath my pads.
Remember
And
that.
then a freshman would run out and hand me my sacks, and I'd go march in my Batman shirt, and then go in the locker room, and then coach would just give me the shit eye
Yeah.
when I'd walk in, because he's like, "What the hell, dude?" Man, I can't.
Gotta
She's
march.
making me.
Yeah.
Remember when we got timed out or something? For some reason, we got timed out in one of the event
Like
competitions.
we went too long or
yeah,
something?
like we went too long. We got
Yeah.
penalized for
I kinda
that, and
have
it wasn't
to
even our
remember that.
fault.
I remember some of those, like
Yeah.
the Fort Dodge and the
Yeah.
Mason
Algona
City.
Band Day, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the trips are always interesting though.
Mm-hmm.
Band dorks are crazy.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And I think that's like school is school. Like when I talk to my friends in college, they're like, "Yeah, dude, the band kids were nuts."
Mhm.
Yeah, dude, I was there.
That seems to be kind of an axiom. You know,
Yeah.
anywhere you go, it's
Freaky band dorks.
freaky band or kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sexually frustrated band geeks.
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Let out those frustrations on the bus while Andy's trying to sleep.
Whatever happened to Wayne? Remember Wayne Schleier? However you say his name.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Wayne.
Cindy Schly?
Yeah, Cindy was his big
Cindy-
sister, right?
Yeah, Cindy's little bro. Wayne Schly.
I don't know what
We
he
can
looks
never
like.
we can never forget the real hero of band was Matt Dahl.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Matt Dahl. He's at Walmart right now.
Yeah, he is.
He's at Walmart.
Just killing it.
Hey, Matt Dahl.
You're just gonna shake his head at you. Jimmy had a whole song dedicated to
Macy Dahl used to work at Fairway.
I gotta record it though.
Macy Dahl used to work at Fairway with us. And I'd be like, "How is Matt Dahl?" She goes, "If he ever comes, I just leave."
Oh, her his little sister.
Is cousin?
Oh, Macy Dahl.
Macy
oh,
Dahl.
yeah, cousin. Yeah. Well, is his little sister's Aunt Brenda? Maybe something like that. Or that might have been his mom.
Why? Why'd we do that?
Matt Dahl was in my he was in my Boy Scout clan too.
He couldn't
My
have played
Cub
the end.
Scout.
When he played trombone, he'd copy us. So we'd be in position 4 and then come up to position 2, and he'd be like 5 steps behind because he'd be watching us. So he'd be like,
Yep. That's exactly how that went down.
he didn't even play. He just had his mouth. He had his mouth on the thing.
Just a little delayed.
Yeah, you know, delay
Meter
with
two
like
behind.
buffering. Buffering on the bone.
Okay.
Little
so
lag. Little lag.
Yeah, you can't beat that.